All right, we're live. What's going on? What's happening? Good afternoon, grand rising, good evening, or good night, whatever time it is, wherever you're checking me out from. Listen, we're going to get right into it, man. 5 reasons sexually attractive men stir a different kind of energy in hot women, modern women, all women. Now, we're going to go off the categorization of universally attractive because it's hard to really break down what a sexually attractive man is. So it would be the men that women universally find attractive. So you might be like, well, what does that mean? I mean, allow me to explain. These are the men that women will follow and listen to no matter what situation that guy's in, how much money he has, clout, whatever. They're gonna find him some type of way. Really, their feminine energy is gonna lead them to that guy, and this guy operating. And the reason why this guy is universally attractive, obviously, one of which is the looks, but it's the energy. Like women can they can just tell a conqueror's energy, a king's energy on a man, and they just start following him. Okay, so it's an energy they can't even help. These women can be in relationships, and I don't fault these women for it. It's just what bothers me is they're in denial, knowing they find guys like me attractive, and then they make it weird by trying to bring their husbands around, and ain't nobody gonna like they get so insecure that they don't feel like they can control themselves around you, and this insecurity will manifest itself in them showing their husbands a lot or talking about their husbands a lot all of a sudden, right? Like that's what in insecurity, not it's not a bad thing, right? It's not like I'm saying that these are bad women. I'm just saying women that are in relationships and married, one of the insecurities or they'll show their insecurity is, and it's different if they start off everything talking about their husband, or if they're making content, their husband's in every video or mentioned, that's different. But once they start feeling like they don't have that grasp on their primal nature, then they start kind of acting differently. And you trigger this primal nature in them if you are a sexually attractive guy. Like I was just at Burger King at the drive-through, and I'm imagining, I'm pretty sure they do. They have a camera on the drive-through uh, machine, speaker box, whatever. And this woman started stuttering, and then she was like being like super um like polite, and she was giggling and stuff for me just making my order. And then when I got around to the window, I mean, she was putting her hair behind her ear and uncontrollably smiling, and again stuttering, almost dropped my drink, like just this reaction. It's not even something. This is why they fear it. It's not controllable. It's their body reacting to a man on the proper level of masculinity. So it's just all this modern woman type goes out the window. Their body, their mind, their soul, and their spirit recognize their other half automatically. I'm giving you some game right now. You know what I'm saying? They recognize this on you automatically. You're the other half. Like when they think ideally of what a man would be that they would find attractive in all types of ways that they want to, it's you. And it causes for this uncontrollable reaction. And they don't like that energy. So they'll find ways to hide. A lot of married women, again, will start bringing their husbands around more, bringing their husbands up more. This is a defense mechanism to kind of remind them, you have a husband, you have a husband, you have a husband, you have a man, you have a man. They need this, and I recognize it in them, and they know I recognize it, and they can't stand that. They hate when, and this is why you're again universally attractive. This is part of what makes you attractive, is your intuition. That stuff that women brag about but don't have, but you have and don't brag about. Yeah, right. They love that. You intuitively know a trash female no matter what mask she wears. You can see through whatever veil a woman's trying to put over your face with all of her resume and her accolades and her social media and her clout. You can see through it. You're looking at her content and you're looking at the way that she phrases things and how she describes men. And if it seems combative, you already know what you're dealing with. A broken woman. Does she have a man? I don't care how polite she looks and how gorgeous she is in her videos. I don't care about her clout. I don't care about her seminars. I don't care about her money. Does she have a man? Do we have some type of paper trail showing us that she knows how to interact with men, high quality men, for long periods of time? This kind of stuff, it triggers them in a way that they can't describe. It triggers them in a way that makes them feel vulnerable. And the modern woman doesn't know how to embrace her vulnerability, because a lot of feminine energy from women is through vulnerability, because that's their position when it comes to a man and a woman being together. It's everything that they do, even the sexual positions. You know what I'm saying? We're not being put in compromising positions. Our ass ain't in the air. We're just over here pounding. They're opening up all kind of ways. And you have to find a way as a woman to be comfortable with being vulnerable. Cooking over here, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here before I mess it up, start thinking too much. You guys smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. Do you agree or disagree? I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. There's just too much division right now. And me being a leader, whether I want to or not, and whether I'm trying to mind my own business, I can't sit here and watch it happen, knowing that people are influenced by me. So I'm putting in some different, kind of content and titles, leaning away from the leftover woman thing. But on the live streams, it's only for title purposes, ladies, just for title purposes. But as far as these streams outside where I'm chopping up with y'all, I'm going to try to do. Hey, what's going on, fam? With the 149 salute, my brother. Go ahead and put this up so people know that my family comes through and supports. Here we go. I appreciate your family. What you doing? How you doing? How you feeling? Just trying to do my part, man. As someone that I'm not going to call myself a leader, man. I'm just going to say that someone that recognizes that I have influence and gotten past the part of people taking snippets of me and whatnot. I'm seeing the people that are taking my influence and doing the right thing with it. And I don't want to further the division with the influence or little influence I do have. So I'm going to do my part to bring positivity and growth back into things. They're already shooting out firecrackers. They ain't even the doggone fourth yet, you know. But what I'm saying? So we're gonna make strides in that. I got 4 YouTube channels. But again, remember, the reaction videos are going to be titled crazy. Ladies, it's only for the algorithm. Watch the video. I'm not gonna be in there doing nothing too much anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, when a brother's on his way overseas and the money's really right and you done worked off most of all that fat, got a little bit of fat left on the bottom of my stomach, but it don't matter, man. With the way that the workouts I'm having, like when you're on top of things, when your core is like, I don't know, man, like, what I'm saying? You can feel it a different kind of way. And, things are working out very well. And I just want to, keep that positive energy flowing. And I got a lot of women that are hitting me up, man. I couldn't get on here and just be like, oh, women are, oh, I can't, man. I got too many women in real life that are like talking to me right. I got too many women that are online that are talking to me right. You know what I'm saying? So I can't get on here and do that, man. I'm not fake like that. I'm not just trying to get a dollar. Like, I ride the energy. Like, if I'm getting good energy from women for the most part, of course I still have my haters, but they mean nothing. They mean nothing. Once you realize that those women that are hating or always have something to say about you, even though there are other men out here that pander to women, there are men out here that'll drink their bathwater, but they always have something to say about you, then they're just fans. They're like unattractive men that try to get attractive women's attention. And even if they have to make fun of her, try to mess her head up or whatever, as long as he's getting some attention, that's the same way those women are. That's the same way they are. So it makes no difference. We're paying attention to the ones that matter. All right. So, ladies, if you're out here, you're watching men like me, you're watching me on TikTok, couple things before I go. One, don't tell men what to do. Don't tell men what to do. I know you want to give advice, but if it's not asked for, find a different way to frame it. But we don't like hearing that. I don't want to hear you telling me what I need to be doing, what I need to fix. If I start telling you what you need to work on, I'm a bad guy. It's easy to be a monitoring spirit and notice different things about others. But if you are not at the pinnacle of being your best version, then you're just projecting your inequalities on someone else. You see how that works? So if you're overweight and you done found every way to tear me down, why don't you go ahead and put yourself in a calorie deficit and start going for walks? Every time you find a new thing that you believe that you figured out about me, go for a walk. Go for a walk. I can guarantee you that's going to do more for you than you sitting around trying to nitpick at whatever you can find to make you feel better about the fact that you don't qualify for me. Go for a walk. If you're a woman on here and you're just basically unattractive and you have this idea that you can cause me stress and that you're suffering so bad from spiritual psychosis and social media anxiety that you think that you can harm me or cause something on me through some type of warcraft, spiritual warcraft, witchcraft, whatever, go for a walk. Yeah, go for a walk. Start working out. You start doing for yourself, you'll start realizing that you're projecting all of your insecurities on someone else for no good reason. Because if you were someone that was attractive and busy, you wouldn't have time to think you know something about people intuitively. What are you talking about? You people know you sound like idiots. You're just projecting insecurities. And you can't wordplay better than me. You can try to fit, but you can't. I'm like chess moves over here. I'm putting you in corners. You can't get out of these boxes I'm putting you in. You know? It's not intuition to think that you know about a guy based off of how you feel, but you have multiple kids out of wedlock. You're not rich. So how does your intuition work? Noticing different shortcomings in others, but not in yourself? Nah, that don't sound like intuition. It don't work like that. Because you'd be more critical of yourself than anyone else. So you wouldn't be online looking a mess. You wouldn't be online hiding your face. You wouldn't be online overweight. Just that simple. You can't talk about me if you're in one of those categories. I show my face. I'm not overweight. You know what I'm saying? I take care of myself and have things to do. So we're not the same. That's a monitoring spirit. You're operating in monitoring spirit energy. You've decided to make a villain out of someone you don't know. And you call it intuition. You're being a fool. You're being a fool. And there's just so much psychosis going on. And there's so much propaganda and AI crap and slop online. It validates your psychopathy. You sound crazy. You don't have no man. You have no group of people that surround you to back up these crazy claims that you be making online. You're just a weird ass female that's allowed to be weird online. And I'm just letting you know from an attractive man what we see. So all this talk, listen, if you're not an attractive woman, I don't want to hear it. I need to know that that woman is washing her ass. She's putting the work in for her skincare routines. She's hitting the gym. She has a sunny disposition. I can tell that she is pretty without the makeup. And then after that, I look at what she says. And most women that are like that are not super critical of men. They say little things, but they'll be like, men think they're the prize. And then they'll just go about their day. It's not no long lecture. You know what I'm saying? They're not monologuing about in these different bullets that they've gotten from ChatGPT. You're an unattractive female. You attract your level. You've been dealing with your level, but you watch men that you're not qualified for. You see how that works? It's weird. Okay? You have never had a man that other women or other men would respect. If you did, you would move different because you would know how to attract those men. You're trying to attract a man that you're not qualified for. nor are you trying to get qualified for. You just want a handout. Now, that's the reason why we say men are the prize, because y'all want prizes, surprises. You like that kind of stuff. And men, like I told y'all, women are an award. We get rewarded with a good woman when we level up. Men prefer it that way. We don't want handouts. So stop with the mess that men aren't the prize. The way that y'all move and the fact that you want to put no work in anything, then you basically want God to hand you a prize. Therefore, men are a prize. Stop it. Men don't want a prize or a surprise. We want to level up to a certain level and get a woman that's on that level that we have earned. Okay? So that's what we're going to rock with it. That's what it is and what it's going to be. Okay? Smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. I'm going to be going live all night. I got caught up on my homework earlier. It's not caught up. It's not due till Sunday. But I'm trying to get a head start on this semester. I'm not taking 4 classes like I did last semester, man. I'm not doing that again. So you guys will have me online a lot more now. If I'm taking 2 less classes, then obviously I'll have more time. So we're going to go ahead and spam the internet with our, content and my face and give the algorithms what they want. It's our time. So you guys share the live stream if you like. Hit that like button if you be so kind. And subscribe and join the tribe if you feel like it. Anyway, I'm going to work out for a little bit. I'll be back in here a little bit later. Love and light. I'm your brother. I am out.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.